interesting thingy for you. Namely, Mr. Cerabow is doing his monthly challenge. Today is the day that the other monthly challenge ends up, so here we are. Long and short of it, we can just go ahead and get started here. Like it says, it's a Chapter 1 solo Thunder God only speedrun challenge that he's doing. So basically, you start off with Ramza as a holy swordsman. The balance is completely vanilla in that respect, and yeah, that's just it. You're just trying to speedrun the entire thing solo, which is different than it sounds, actually. So he said the challenge should ideally be completed in under 2 hours, so we're going to go ahead and try to give that a bit of a go. Alright, so speedrun, so we got to skip through everything. Now, I will say this one actually gave me a bit of a challenge earlier, so we'll see how all that goes. So what is this? Why is this here? That shouldn't be there. Sorry, for some reason there's just this random like UI element on the video. What's that about? As in it's my volume indicator, but I don't have my volume indicator up. So yeah, balance-wise, everything's vanilla, but he's added a couple things from... there we go. Got my controls back all of a sudden. So he's added a couple things from his other mod in order to make it a little bit more convenient. So, for example, if you hold down X, you can skip through dialogue, which definitely saves you a ton of time. I will say this first fight is comically quick, so go ahead and speed through this. As intended. But, like I mentioned earlier, the intended time is sub 2 hours. So hopefully we'll be getting that done. Now, like I said, the first fight was actually giving me a few problems, so we'll see if that continues here. This is largely due to bad RNG on my part. Like, there would have been a few times that it would have been just fine, but the game just decided to screw me over on 95% rolls. I kid you not, like, I would have finished the fight 2 different times. One of those times he dodges a 95% and then gets a crit. The other time he just avoids the 95% finisher twice in a row, at which point Delita is too damaged to actually continue the fight, and too brain dead to actually bother attacking anything. So that was kind of a bummer. So hopefully it'll go better this time. So Ramza gets his turn first. We're gonna go ahead and go up to here. Go ahead and throw out... did we start out with lightning? We started out with lightning. Let's just go ahead and throw that out there and end these two immediately. This one kind of made me laugh because I honestly didn't remember that their health was so low in vanilla. So I don't remember if there's options to turn off menu elements or not, but I guess we'll find that one out. Alrighty. So Gefgarion's gonna look around like, man, it seems like this guy's doing a way better job than I am. Not really sure why I'm, you know, he's the underling here, to be honest. But it's nice. Once you get the run going, it's pretty nice and cathartic, and you know you're throwing around all those big AoEs the entire time. It's great. Up until then, like especially that first fight, I think is kind of the big gatekeeper here. There's 3 parts that can potentially be an issue. One of which is the first fight, because all you have is Shell Bust Stab. Apparently, the actual thing you start with is hard-coded, so it can give you one thing. Lightning Stab would basically make it trivial, Holy Explosion would make it trivial, but for example, I know he was considering putting Stasis Blade there instead, just because it's kind of limited use on that first map, but still, you know, it's... who knows. If you're wondering why Shell Bust Stab is an issue, it's because, yes, it does remove their armor, but here's the thing. Each enemy in that first fight still takes 2 attacks to actually kill. By the way, this is why you want to be lined up right here, because they'll generally line themselves up like so you can get the double right there, or the almost double. You can get that guy down a good ways. Alicia should be able to go and finish him off. Yes, no, no. Hang on. Who's missing an attack on him? I might be missing something. Oh well. Last time I was getting those pretty consistently by just going to that exact tile. That's fine. Agri should finish him. But anyway. So yeah, the thing is, you need to get 2 attacks off on each of them. Removing their armor doesn't reduce that down to 1. I think it only takes like 8 health off them or something like that. Whatever it is that clothes give you. Which, yeah, so basically his first act upon coming out of the military academy is, hey, let me go strip a bunch of people on the street. But the thing is, you kind of need to keep Delita alive in order to be able to have 2 hits in order to be able to overwhelm the chemist. By the way, Mr. Cow, this one seems like something you might be able to do if you're interested in participating. Is I can send you the ROM if you'd like. But yeah, or rather a chip with the ROM if you'd like. But yeah, so yeah, this is a solo Thunder God only Chapter 1 speed run. Is what's being attempted here. It's Mr. Cerabow's next monthly challenge. So we've actually decided that for the monthly challenges going forward, we're actually, since we have means of modding all the games now, they are going to be modified because it's just more fun. So yeah, in this case, you start off as a Holy Swordsman. Not to mention this ROM's modified in that you can just hold down the lovely X button and skip all of the cutscenes. Especially the Unny scene. Oh my goodness, that one. How did that ever get past testing? I'd like to know the story behind Unny. But, oh well. Maybe that was their hope that this was going to be the one that actually made them some decent profit. I mean, the other ones did alright. It's just, I mean, it's a strategy game. Try and remember to send info on Discord. Okay. Alright, there we go. So we get into the first fight. He was considering adding a guest squire, so let's go ahead and save it here. Let's go ahead and save it down here, though, so we don't mess up that other run. But yeah, so mostly the issue was on this one. Through some means or another, in order to win it, you need to be able to avoid 2 attacks, whether by evasion or just by staying out of their range. And then you need to be able, the first drop needs to be a crystal. That's why he was considering adding a squire in to help, because you need the crystal in order to have enough health to get past this first fight. And you need, like, for example, probably immediately after this fight, I'm picking up Night Sword. So you got the money of a goldfish sometimes? I'm jealous. I got, like, the negative money of a mega hobo on a pretty regular basis. Like, I kid you not, I'll get paid for a bunch of gigs or whatever else. That same day, there'll be some bill for, like, 100 more than what I actually have in my account. It's a pretty much constant downhill slide. It's annoying. Anyway, so yeah, there we go. He's going to go ahead. He's going to attack him. If he dodges that, like, if he dodges that first swing, you're basically on lock to win this thing, no problem. Oh, you got the memory of a goldfish sometimes. Well, I got the reading capacity of an idiot, apparently. Sorry. Alright, so here's how you win this. You basically need to set up kills for Delita in the early bit. And then after that, he can be the one... setting them up for you. So yeah, hold down X to skip cutscenes. Don't mash the button. Skip, skip, skip. Alright, I like taking this tile because it prevents him from being hit at least one time. Take off this guy's armor. So it's guaranteed break on Shell Bus. We'll go this way because he's going to get attacked from the side. So he'll go over, he'll finish off this guy. And that's pretty much necessary at this point. When it comes to that guy, he won't be able to be revived. I've never once seen him come in with Phoenix down, but I guess it's technically a possibility. But yeah, he can't be revived. He started off with a little lower health than before. That might be a problem. In theory, if he actually has revives, I don't know if that would be a good thing or not. Anyway, so you want to be able to try to keep Delita alive for the time being. Now, sometimes the numbers just won't line up. Like in this case, I'm pretty sure he'll be able to take out this guy. If I'm doing this right, he'll try to take out that guy by going to that tile to the north. And hopefully he'll decide to face towards the tree and hopefully not get killed, but no, that setup's gone. Sometimes he'll decide to just attack him and then retreat, and that's really what you want. It's the absolute ideal there. So I mentioned 3 battles earlier that can potentially give you an issue, and those are basically all the ones that have that have other like Spellblade characters on them, and specifically the one with Wigrath, because there's a chance that he can insta-kill ya. But again, that's gonna be the nature of a solo challenge. All right, so more than likely this is not completable at this point. The one way that this is completable is if you do something like this, for example, and he decides to heal the other guy. I have yet to see him do that, but if he did, then it would be beatable like this. The thing is, you need to still stay within range to collect that first crystal. Alright, heal the other guy. Oh, wow, he actually did it. Alright, this might actually still be winnable anyway. As long as we still have enough health to keep on ticking here, that is. Alright, so we got 2 with daggers, 2 with swords. One of the sword guys is down. He's going to move out of the way. He's going to get his head off. If I get 1 evade, then this is still possible. Because, interestingly, the chemist decided to offer himself up. Alright, can't take the guaranteed. But yeah, shell bust stab, if they don't have armor, it's just not going to work. I really expected him to just pull the 95% dodge there. Alright, so that guy's at 0. If you've only taken 1 small turn, that guy will usually crystallize before anything else. Okay, need the dodge. If this dodges, then we can win it. Come on, dodge. No, she did a dash. If it rolled low, we would have been fine. Yeah, so many times they'll come in with dash, but still. Like, you can see, the numbers are there to win it. As long as you can survive to that first crystal and take out the chemist. Those are the goals for winning that first fight. Now, as far as fishing for crits, I don't know if you just have no crit rate going into fights in the very early game or something. But the other day, I got into a situation where it was only the chemist left, and an injured Delita, and a mess up, full health Ramza. And yeah, no luck whatsoever there. I was fishing for a crit for like 2 hours, and nothing. Absolutely nothing, and that's all it would have taken to win, in theory. Was looking for a crit to knock him off a wall, basically. And yeah, just it would not land. So I don't know if the crit rate is 0 at the start. Anyway, let's go ahead and set that up again. You can set this up to go for a melee slash on that first guy, but then that leaves Delita's side open. And the thing is, if he's closed off from the front, he usually retreats. And if he retreats, that means he'll survive the fight. So yeah, if you can get him injured and then retreated, that would be the best. Hi there, Cerabow. How's it going? Yeah, shenanigans happened. If they had rolled low on that dash, I'm pretty sure we could have got it that time. That guy's named Kelly. That's our girl's name. Come on, 95. Oh, nice. Okay, there we go. We're in good shape. We're in very good shape all of a sudden. That 95% dodge never happens. You know, because it's towards the player side. Hey, it's Voltaire. He doesn't have a hammer. Nor does he have a pen. But yeah, I would say it's like 25% chance that I've seen so far. As far as whether the chemist will heal himself or an ally. He'll usually seemingly go for himself. That one time, you know, he decided to go for his friend instead. But, you know, stuff happens. So there we go. We'll set up our future heal. Now, if you're wondering why I'm facing him over this way, sometimes that female squire can get her turn a little bit faster and make it over to Ramza there, and then she'll try to attack him from the front. Come on, dodge. That would have been nothing. That would just... If he gets another dodge, then we're pretty much guaranteed here. Why can't you roll low damage, lady? Gah! Frickin' squires. Alright. So this is the one where the chemist is going to get to go first. So we'll go ahead and set that up. Take our quick turn. If Delita somehow gets his turn first, that'll... He did. I should have gone for the chemist. Okay, whatever. We got the, okay, double swords down. No, that was a dagger one. He's still got one sword. Is she sword or dagger right now? Dagger. Okay. Yep, Thunder God Ramza, exactly. Trying to do the speed run. Alright, so I'm going to go here so that I can reach him with the other move, ideally. Alright, so he'll go and heal himself. That's fine. We're starting to get the upper hand here just because of that dodge. Otherwise, Delita would be in rough shape by now. Woody! Alright, and he's going to continue being in rough shape. Okay. Come on, attack and run. Oh, very nice! Okay, that's the first actual crit I've seen in this map. That's amazing. Alright, so what we're going to do here is actually... Yeah, we're going to go in... Let's see, can we go for the block in any way? Yeah, you can't reach him if he goes that way, so... Yeah, if we block this tile, then we deny his movement. Yeah, we're going to do that. Shell Burst! There we go. So that's our one Shell Bust on him. Again, just a reminder, Shell Bust can only be used one per person. That's why it's a little bit awkward. So we need to make sure that Delita gets out of here. If he runs off to the corner, they won't chase him anymore. So we might be able to just kind of nudge him into a crystal. We still have full health. Alright, so there we go. He's out of here. Now, that guy's at 0, the other one's at 0 as well. Gonna go for this. And I think they're both gonna crystallize, we'll see. Okay, crystal. I probably should have just waited, but oh well. We need one of those crystals. I just need one dodge here if I could. Alright, let's just wait. He dropped a box, that sucks. Yeah, that's okay. That move actually helps because he's defended on both sides now. And there's also a chance that if he takes a single move like this, he might be able to outspeed him. And if that happens, then this is basically a lock for a win. Alright, he'll go for the box. Oh, you picked up that knife. You sure showed us. Okay, crap, treasure box. Might be an endless stalemate right now. I really needed that to be a crystal, although I guess I couldn't have gotten it anyway. Alright, that's something. Come on, move before the chemist. Move before the chemist. Alright. There we go. Now the problem is he's also one hit away from death, but he does have one extra movement over this guy. So if we go over here, we can trap Delita up in the top corner. This guy's going to chase us down. See, we're taking away potions at low level help us too. Yeah, that actually might be the thing that does it. Alright, so he's one tile. So let's go ahead and move him up here. As long as we can do Shell Bust and run away, then we can win this still. Although he's being real sneaky about this. Yeah, he's trying to trap us here. Now the question is, how will the AI handle this? Because if he gets close, like if he gets close, will Delita decide to attack him? Because we can basically take the hit. Now you can move over here. take the hit, and then if he decides to attack, well... There we go. He just put himself in line for a shell bust, I think. He dropped the treasure box. That sucks. No, he's slightly off. Okay. He's probably going to go for the finish here. So instead, let's go for the shell bust. Oh, son of a dick. Okay, well, never mind. I just screwed this up. I just screwed this up something fierce. Forgot I already attacked him. Come on, crit him off this rooftop. Yeah, nah, I can't believe I screwed that up. But yeah, taking away potions for this one would definitely be the thing that does it, because the main issue is just getting past the chemist. So all the setup is trying to shut down the chemist, and there I still would have gotten it if I attacked him first. Because he would have attacked, then Delita would have finished him, and that would have been a nice, solid, smooth finish. But I did a dumb, and forgot that he already got shell busted. So, whoops. That's called the Potato Man did a derpus. It happens. That's fine. Like, that's the thing. After this point, it should be off to the races. It's like once you get his full complement of skills, you know, we're seeing some awesome stuff there. We should be. I'm trying to think what would be a nice set of skills that would work well with him. Because I'm not sure if he can really do much aside from going to something like Knight. Because he can't really afford to sacrifice any skills for that, or the sword skills. So he could bump them to level 3 required. That means unless the chemist gains 2 levels, they can't use them. Yeah, that would probably do it, because then they would start working by the time they got to the next part, right? Alright, yeah, that sounds like it would be good. Because other than that, I mean, I feel like this is pretty much the optimal way to approach this. If we're going for speed anyway. I might be completely wrong on that, but... Alright, so unfortunately, yeah, he's still set up to be knocked down, but as long as we can get that Squire and Chemist setup going, then we should be in business. And yeah, the only reason they usually need that crystal is because you'd be able to heal and attack on the same turn. Or rather, heal at all. But okay. So let's go defend him real quick. Let's go do this. Shell busted. I really, really wish he'd do that thing where he'd attack and retreat more often. Because I think that was my best run so far, was when he just decided to swing for the front and then go way to the back. Although I think that was because the guy crit him. That's what it was. Because he had to take an extra step forward, and then that caused him to retreat the following round. Something like that. Alright, shell bust this guy. There we go. Gotta love this this scenario. It's like somebody just like stabs a dude, just refuses to stay away from the guy. Like, no, I will eat your friend in a moment. I need his health. Let's see, first level always felt like a rite of passage. You had to beat it with just rounds up before someone else would tell you that you could have deployed a whole army with you. Yeah, I was there for a week. I kid you not. Like, I was ready to give up on the game when I found out that you don't have to solo this thing. And I would always get down to the last guy, too. It's like, I don't get it. There's not enough health with Wish. How exactly did you... How? How does this work? Alright. So let's go here. Hopefully he'll decide to heal his friend. Shonk. Please low damage. You dick. Alright, if he heals his friend, there we go. We can still win this. It's still technically winnable. Alright. Get your attack off, and then let me go, please. Alright. Yeah, that should be within range to silk like that crystal. Only one attack tile should be presented. Just go ahead and take the guaranteed here. Yeah, no, soloing it is definitely possible. I mean, there's people that have soloed the entire game, but it's just... You gotta get really specific stuff going. Alright, so now I just need to 1v1 everyone and take that crystal, and then this is a win. Yeah, SACs are fun. Alright, just wait, because I need that. Oh, you dick! How dare you! Oh, no, 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 no. This is going all kinds of sideways. Single class challenge. Or solo single class challenge. Basically, it's the one where you just decide to use only one character and only one class's skills, which tends to be... We're gonna go with challenging. Now try to do calculator SSCC and tell me how that goes. Let's see. Yeah, no, honestly, soloing this fight is largely dependent on RNG. That's why there's a discussion to take away the potions from the chemist. Archer SSCC is stupid silly. Can imagine that. I mean, I remember just doing a regular SCC with archers, and it was just... I mean, it was basically just SWAT team tactics everywhere. Just like, find a guy, pile a bunch of arrows into him, move on to the next guy, stay slightly out of range. If somebody gets close to one of your archers, it's game over. He was in the... I was a small child, and it took a week for me to beat it with just Ramza camp. Same here. Same here. Like, I'm serious. I kind of wish I still knew my my friend from the Opera House at the time, but I kid you not. We were always discussing games and everything, and so I was there. You know, I was there going up the stairs with him and everything. Like, man, I don't get it. People keep saying, like, oh man, there's all these ways you can easily beat this game. You know, it's not the most difficult thing ever. It's like I was going and reading on some message board thing that it's all doable. And I'm just stuck in this first fight, and I don't get it. How are you supposed to beat it? It's just 4v2. It's like, it doesn't make any sense. Where were all these people from the intro? You know, are they off doing the same thing? I don't know. But yeah. Then, I think, how the hell did I figure it out? I think it was, one time I want to say the cat jumped on my lap or something, and I dropped the controller and it hit the triggers. I was like, oh, I guess that does something. They really could have let you know about that. I wonder if there's any statistic out there for just how many people didn't know. What do you guys think? Knew it was dangerous to go alone. I played this just one game before FFT, or before TO. Because I wanted to play TO first, like specifically Knight of Lotus. But then I couldn't find Knight of Lotus anywhere. And so I was like, oh, well, there's this one. See, Headcanon was also the Ramzo Zabil, so called Thurston. He does look like a girl. He looks very much like a girl. Very true. What is that? Is that a shark with what looks like a punching, like great white eating some popcorn? on, take out this chemist. That a pro cow? That is dang straight. That's the pro cow. He's not a pro cow. He's the pro cow. And bringing them all back. This is like next level mullet action going on with Ramza. But yeah, they're all here. There's all kinds of peoples and stuff for this monthly challenge type dealing. And by the way, Pan, so I actually was working on a Night of Lotus mod for the one after this one. I think just modified versions of games are just going to be the way to go. There we go. He's on his knees. Perfect. Attack and run. Good. Good, good, good. Because yeah, I've been kind of regretting what with mine. It just turned out to be a little bit too long. There were still, you know, a couple of submissions and all that. I just mean it could have definitely been more efficient. I feel like if it was a little bit shorter, more folks would have joined in, which is good. That's why we test these things. So yeah, Cerabow had the right idea. All right. But yeah, this definitely needs either that chemist not to have potions or, you know, something. One of the many ideas you've thrown about this would definitely be the way to go. Just only, like, here's the thing. I don't mind doing this over and over. I just mean it's more along the lines of if folks are trying it, it would be good not to scare them off from the very first fight. Because for what is basically a Spellblade run, he can only use his ability once per character. So you'd like to think I'm the young man Mustadio of the party, but I think we all know you're the archer. Well, it depends which game's archer we're talking about here. So if you're just going to sit there charging for 20 turns in a row, then what are you doing? Boko? Fair enough. Yeah, if I were to pick a character, I'd just be one of the random squires, except like one of Cerabow's ones, where they get spears. It's like the one squire with equipped spear. There we go. Aw, oh, crap, I thought that was a crystal that he dropped. I mean, we got the chemist. Right now, if he had dodged that, that would have been still winnable. Yeah, no, he's just getting gangbanged in the river here. Goodbye. If, you know, warnings for what was it, like, I think it was Season 5 or whatever of Game of Thrones. Basically, that's how it ends. Just lots of stabbing in a corner. Not an archer till you get a 20, plus 20 charge off. Okay. I mean, I'm pretty sure we'd be here till next week. I've literally never gotten a plus 20 charge off. It's amazingly worthless. Anyway, by the way, Mr. Cow, I did see the AC1 run. Actually, wait a minute. No, I did once. I had to hold the guy in place though. There was a don't move on him. That's what it was. And then it still did like only slightly higher damage than a normal attack. So he was watching somebody play an FFT rando the other day. Next to charge 20 times to go off was an infinity sign, literally. That's a thing that can happen? There's actually an infinity sign? Oh, Cow streamed just. Why didn't I get the notice? I think all my notifications are broken. I have not gotten notifications of anything. Like, Pan, I was looking for your and Cerabow's thing yesterday. I never got anything about it. Like, I was asking Cerabow about it later, like, when does your thing start? I was looking for that. It's like, it already ended. So, sorry. Meant to see that. So I think it just showed up for the stream, but was charging my plus 20 comment about Ramza and Delita. Yeah, I gotta wonder what the hell happened there. It's like if just archers were super late game edition, like, oh man, we forgot to add archers to our medieval setting. Like, quick, I have an idea. Let's just give them like charge +1 to +20. That's how bows work, right? The longer you hold them, the stronger you get. Like, sir, I've shot a bow before. I'm pretty sure it goes the other way. It's like the stronger you are, the less you've held the bow. It's like, shush. I think I've got this figured out. Only been mostly on time. Yeah, so this is Evan's monthly challenge thing, kind of a preview for it. Technically starts tomorrow, I believe, right? But yeah, the kind of last minute tweaks and that kind of thing. But basically, it's going through the game as a friggin' sword mage dude. Except you gotta, well, you gotta get through the first fight using only shell bust, which is a little bit of a thing. So there we go. All right, let's see if we do it this way. See if we can. Yeah, there we go. That'll get him running backward. So I think we'll just go ahead and switch to that as kind of the standard move here. All right. That's fine. He'll take a little bit of damage. This kind of ruins the setup for the chemist. Square broke Matsuno by fixing archers. Like ledges from 7th Saga? I mean, I suppose. Alright, it's probably not worth... Okay. Let's go ahead and move their entire party backwards. There we go. Accidentally did this fight solo, didn't know I had other troops. Yeah, we were literally just talking about wondering how many people that happened to. I was in the same boat. Mr. Vale was in the same boat. Just man, they really could have just put some kind of UI element or something. Anyway, so this will take care of the chemist. I believe Delita should be safe. Yeah, so it seems like a lot of folks have that issue, which is awesome. You know what? I think I'm gonna have to put out a poll on the SRPG Reddit to see how many people this happened to. There we go. The chemist played himself. Perfect. I'm gonna go ahead and move Ramza over here. Keep his back defended. This should limit their attacks. Yeah, this might be the way to go. Oh no! Attack first, you derpus! Attack and run! You had that perfectly set up for you. Oh, you absolute chuckle nugget. What'd you do? I mean, alright. This is decent enough, I suppose. Can get one kill off, can retreat. Should have enough health to just beat them outright, I think. Can shell bust this guy. Can outmove these two. Now, I'm thinking... move up here. It's possible. It's possible, Evan. Hard to say for sure. I mean, I intended to play TO first. This didn't quite work out that way. Alright, so now we can shell bust. So we can shell bust, move away, and then finish him. And I'm going to drag the fight up here, because I don't want them to be within range to go get that crystal. Come on, make your choice, buddy. Good choice, good choice. Oh, what is this crap? What the hell is that? What is this double turn nonsense? Don't you take it. Okay. Okay, I was really expecting him to pull a dodge there. They love doing that crap. Yeah. This might still be a loss, though. Can't believe he got a double turn. That's such crap. God. Alright, if he can double turn her... then this is still winnable. If he attacks, he's almost certainly screwed here. There we go. See? We got double turn nonsense, too. Man, that was such crap right there. Definitely heal. I will take the abilities off the next one. Not that we necessarily need them, but it'll save us a few points, potentially. Man, if she had rolled high damage on that one rock earlier, we'd be screwed. Alright. Go ahead and take the abilities off this one. Yeah, just go ahead and take them. I think they all have the same abilities this time around. Right, you go ahead and do your thing. Yeah, I'd say definitely between all of them, T.O. is my favorite. I still think, like, above everything, through all of the everything that's out there, like, Night of Lotus will always probably be the one that's most nostalgic for me. Like, it was the first TO I played, and oh my god, just everything about that game. Everything aside from the frame rate is just beautiful. It's like, even though it's very brief, even though it's very almost proof of concept length, there we go. Done. One of the more douchey lines from Ramza in the game. Go, if you hadn't stooped to robbery, you wouldn't be dead now. Like, okay then. Don't choke on that silver spoon there, buddy. See, similar but different games that are really great. Yep, they're all great in their own way. Like, FFT, ever since I found out like about calculators, just a lot of those super meta stuff, like the sheer amount of cheese that you can do, there's still that little voice in the back of my head. Like, every single time I try to play that, it's like, oh, no, no, no. You know, here's all this potential stuff you could be cheesing. It's like, but I don't want to cheese stuff. Do it! Alright, where is my Night Sword? Not even looking at the other stuff. I need my Night Sword. And defend. Give me my items. Give me my defend. Alright. Go ahead and buy some items. I know your lives are important, but is that it? Yeah, that's something else right there. What's the douchiest line you can think of for a main character, just like in any SRPG that you can think of? Because I think that might actually top them right there. Because that can be taken so very, very wrongly. Yeah, there's a ton of stuff that can be taken really wrong. Apparently they have wooden steps outside. Yeah, thank you for leaving cutscene skip in here. Because I think that this is one of the things that makes going back to old, well, either of the versions of FFT a little bit of a thing. The sitting through very long cutscenes. I have to think about it. I mean, I guess it depends if we're including optional scenes or not. There's one bit in Disgaea 2 where, for some reason, if you go out of your way to set up the like worst ending, for whatever reason, the main character cannibalizes the other three main characters. Who knows why? It's just like in the outro, it's just like, nope, stab, stab, nom. No lead up to it, just that. It's like, I guess it's less douchey, more randomly insane for no reason. It's like, honestly, I loved Disgaea 2 until I saw the post-game. They're like, hey, look, you can keep these numbers going infinitely. I'm like, but what if I don't? That sounds really unpleasant. Alright, right. These guys have no healing, so Night Sword should just completely own. Screw him. I wish there was a third option here that could be added that just said no, like, let him get eaten by that wolf, then we'll intervene. Or the Quar, or whatever. And then you just get, like, maxed out bravery, but you lose some faith because you pissed off somebody. Only 82 million HP, such a noob. Yeah, I know. What are these rookie numbers? I mean, look, this guy even frickin' dresses like a Nazi. Just look at him. That's not an accident. Dude's sprite looks like he's a Nazi. Yeah. Down with Algus, exactly. Apparently they actually brought him back as a boss for one of the FF14 dealies. Because they love bringing him back over and over just to let him die again. Alright, good. Just keep shanking him. He's here to sponge damage. His only redeeming quality is that he comes in with a longsword. That's really about it. So you should put the choice back in and make them our duty is to destroy the Death Core. And... Yep. Absolutely. Alright, let's go ahead and go over here. I feel like we want to deal with the kitty first. Just kind of go in for the flank, let them go in one at a time. Love how they give all this sad music as if anyone cares about Algus. Catalyst of the whole game? Yeah. Pretty much. I mean, if he hadn't acted like a douche... Good. Just let him die, please. I mean, he's basically got infinite countdowns, so... All things considered, we could just go ahead and leave him here forever. I mean, we really don't have to pick him up, is the thing. Nom. Dead. Oh man, you know what? I probably should have picked up Phoenix Downs and then repeatedly raised Algus, killed him off again, and then just like kept, injure one of the squires, put him off in the corner, and then just keep re-raising Algus over and over. Just for free experience. This were FFTA, the judge would be like, sorry, that cat is endangered species, no damage to cats allowed. Well, maybe instead of throwing money, they were trying to do that golden crown scene from Game of Thrones. I mean, he deserves it. But yeah, no, I don't know. I personally love the utter insanity of FFTA's laws. Like, it made... It's weird because it made sense in context. Like, even though the usual complaint was, oh man, this makes no sense, it's like, just... It's literally the story. The people in the story are pissed about the system, too. That's literally the whole driving force behind it. People are sick of dealing with random laws every day. Just love it. OP denim. But there's no denim here unless it's that weird blue coat that Roms is wearing. I know it's spelled differently, just go with it. Benny's favorite friend over there, his name is Fink. Yeah, it was weird. I thought I saw Benny from New Vegas over on Reddit earlier. There was just some guy that went to 2007 RuneScape page. It was like, oh man, this game is rigged. No context. It's like, that's it. So I just had to write a little message. Hello, Benny. Probably should have wrote hello from Good Springs. Oh well. See, it made sense in context. Also, how the dance battle at the end of Annihilation movie was pitched in the studio. Well, I mean, if they say so, it must have happened, right? Alright, let's go ahead and heal up this boy right here. Just because that extra damage is making us go extra fast. Actually, there were a lot of people in the comments of that video that were trying to say it made sense. There we go. Wait. OP Deneb? Wait, where's Deneb? See no Deneb here. Come to think of it, like, I love how, of all the moral choices in these games and everything else, it's like the very first one was basically Deneb, if you think about it. It's like, back in Ogre Battle, the very first option you get is like, oh, she's been turning everybody into pumpkins, and, like, basically kidnapping and torturing people as these weird fruit monsters. Like, what are you gonna do? Like, oh, you know, I'm gonna be a good guy, forgive them, you know, let them repent. Reputation drops by like 25%. I just love that moment. They confused the hell out of me the first time around because I thought that was gonna be the good option, but that was like proper expectation inversion. I loved it. He's twitching. Just leave him. It's fine. He's already dead. Just let's leave him on the ground. You know what? Better yet, just pile some rocks on him just to be safe. He might be a zombie. See, just because you slaughter a bunch of people in the pogroms doesn't make you a bad person. But they like decapitated children and put pumpkins on their heads. And they can join you in every single game. I love how even after you offer to forgive them, they don't even join you. Like, well, I mean, you can go get me a bunch of jewelry, and then they'll offer to join you. So you gotta go, like, 2 friggin' cities over to go buy her, well, buy her the golden bow of all things, which, A, 30 grand, B, I mean, if you didn't know what the golden bow is, you basically, like, it's from Greek myth that you had to friggin', like, go into hell to go get that thing. See, I thought the option to recruit the woman who chopped the heads off every teenager and replace them with pumpkins was the good option. I mean, it's an RPG. That was the RPG good option. Also, she joins you in every single game, and she's friggin' awesome in Night of Lotus. Anyway. Yeah, of course, Denim's T.O. Exactly. He's the pants man. He is the man of changing pants. Actually, I don't know if he actually changes his pants throughout any of his costume changes. Also, yeah, kids love jack-o'-lanterns. Exactly. How I watch slasher movies? I mean, Freddy's just he's just a really over-enthusiastic masseuse, if you think about it. The Hokuten, which they had to change to the Order of the Northern Sky in War of the Lions because people were confused what the hell that means. So who knows how Depend has new pumpkins in each game she shows up? She's still a serial killer? Yeah. Well, by the time she gets to Lucht, which is canonically the last in the story right now, she's apparently just, like, basically planting pumpkins and giving them sentience. So at least, you know, she's basically giving plants life instead of, you know, ripping heads off children. Or, you know, by the time of OB64, she's literally just having them chuck their own heads at people. But whatever. Nice weather we're having, damn the Hopton. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the speed up text is very nice. Because that was easily one of the most painful things of doing challenge runs of this game. It's what, like, I love doing challenge runs of so many things. But, like, FFT, after, like, 2 or 3 of them, I was just like, no. There's way too much text going on here. It's like, I remember saying back in the day, like, there was a skip or something, but no. Like, I cannot possibly give a crap about this plot long enough. It's too much. Let's see, or the bodies remember they were once human and are trying to reclaim their humanity by rebelling. Well, let's see. I know in Lucht, they're already, or they basically try to get equal rights. So Deneb's whole side quest in the Lucht remake is just her pumpkins decide that they're their own people now. I believe the exact wording is pumpkin is a people. And so they're like, okay, you know, they try to kill her. So you step in and murder all the hell out of her pumpkins, and then Pumpkin still survives, which is their leader. And he wants the means to make more pumpkins, and he wants independence. So ultimately, she ends up giving up her shop in order to let the pumpkins do their thing. So then she joins you, and then yeah, there's no name change option. So you didn't think killing cutscenes was possible in FFT, or maybe that was skipping? There we go. That'll work. Alright, now I'm going to keep the extra movement because that seems to trump everything else. Definitely Stasis Sword, because, man, that crap is cheap. I want to pick up Move +1. Night-wise, I'd really like to get some of those abilities. Charge 1, God no. Phoenix Down seems like it could be useful. Probably want to pick up Autopot, but it's unlikely. Sweetie. Let's see, editing the event data and causing events to end super quick. It shows loading screen, then it's over. I have no idea. I will say it's kind of funny how in OB64 the Pumpkinheads are easily one of the scariest units in the game. But yeah, it's like it's this weird thing where, technically speaking, they can't really finish anybody off, but the fact that they can basically reduce everyone to almost no health. It's like just basically going and bombarding everyone with crazy amounts of damage, and then if any other character is paired with them with an AoE, they can just sweep that entire party. By the way, I'm surprised that there hasn't been a mix of like strategy RPGs and regular like JRPG kind of stuff more often. Like specifically what I'm talking about here is when it comes to like let's take FF8 as an example. You know how every single time that there's a JRPG, they eventually have that moment where the party splits and all that kind of thing. Oh man, we're getting into OP status now. And yeah, so like they always have that moment where the party splits, but very rarely do they ever give you the option of choosing who goes where, and it would just be interesting to just be able to choose every part of who goes where, just like who goes where, who does what kind of thing. And I think the closest to what I'm thinking of here was mostly the end of Mass Effect 2. Like maybe you could change the entire outcome of the story based on how you go about that kind of thing. Alright, let's see. Ramses Alliance, Surrender, or Die in Obscurity. Yeah, that's pretty metal, I gotta say, though. It's pretty confident in their ability to win there. Yeah, I don't know. Personally, I think one of the PSP lines for Denim. That was the one where he randomly becomes racist. Like, I don't know if anybody remembers this, but just at the very start of Law, if Ravnus has survived the first couple turns, like, he'll just get all offended all of a sudden that she's partially Galvestani. There's nothing up to that point to basically say, like, oh yeah, he's super, super racist. It's just like, what happened? Why does he hate them as a people all of a sudden? It's like being defensive against them, they're at war with them, sure. But I mean, like, suddenly turning on somebody that has been on your side for quite a while, for that reason, is pretty douchey. Zantsas RPG Discord, posted the Discord link in the Tsuno channel. There we go. There we go. I think it's !Cerabow to join that one, by the way. Oh man, this timing is going great right now. Okay, it might not be. I meant to put it in there. It might be broken or something. I know I put it somewhere. Like I was sure I put that link. Sorry about that. Oof, get wrecked. Nope. Actually, that area's fine. And there we go. Game, set, match. Best RPG mod, !1 Vision. There you go. But yeah, I think so far... Which, okay. Like, so far as like, balance and absurd amounts of content and all that kind of thing, Like, I think that OV is still on top of my list for that one, just because, holy Christ, there were so many changes. I have no idea how he retained his sanity. Like, we're talking, like, tens of thousands of changes by this point. God, no! No! Hey! Hey, I love the hell out of your mod, thank you. I'm not cheating on anybody's mods. Alright, do we have... one Crush Punch. Crush Punch. Split Punch is pretty close, though. What's Ice Wolf again? Destroys accessory. Destroys weapon. I want Hellcry. Hellcry for sure. Alright, we're saving for Hellcry. Tens of thousands of difference shows over 800,000 memory changes in my mind. Yep. But were they all manually edited hex by hex? Besides, I don't actually know how many changes those individual changes took. It was years of changes, I know that much. I just know of stuff that I can list on my guide. There's at least tens of thousands that over a year later I still haven't finished writing the guide. But wouldn't best mod just show one vision? I mean, I can add that command if you really want it. But no, I don't like to say best mod because they're all good at their different stuff. Like OV is like if you've played TO and you love the sheer chaos and scale of everything, but then like you found out the metagame, you already know the game, and yeah, then like you know the game all of a sudden, you know the tricks, it's not challenging anymore. That's what OV is for. Like it's there as a taking the thing and making it infinite for all intents and purposes. So Cerabow's mod is basically the same thing for FFT. It's like it basically takes out the exploits, adds new options, and there you go. So, as far as I'm concerned, they are the same thing for different games. But anyway, exactly. I mean, this technically is your mod. It's just one small modification as opposed to the entire overhaul. Alright, so this is where the true FFT begins. You know, the one where we one-shot dudes with stasis. See, that archer's not even a bad guy. He's shooting Algus. I mean, we're gonna shoot Algus later. How are we supposed to possibly view him as a bad guy? Yeah, stasis is wrecking faces. It even rhymes, it's that good. That's how you know it's legit stuff. Might as well just go overpower this knight while, maybe we'll just go one-shot some archers here, because he does exactly enough damage once he gets that upgrade to one-shot, it looks like 3/5 of the units on this map. Or half. There we go. Oh, look, and two of them even line themselves up. Thank you, guys. Thank you. An archer shoot someone important, is promptly murdered. That was also my book report on the Iliad. Fair point, fair point. Speaking of archers and crazy murder stuff, been trying to catch up on the Green Arrow and all that kind of thing. Man, that show takes some wild turns by the time you get to season, like, I think it's season 7 or something at this point. It's like, at this point, they've literally established Batman exists, but he's gone crazy and just kind of up and left. It's like, he just comes back, realizes everything completely went to crap in his absence, he's like, yeah, screw this, bye, I'm retiring. So, everyone else is there to fill the void, which was their nice little way of saying, yeah, we couldn't get the rights to him. Which I think is why they're doing the whole Batwoman thing now, which I think is the character they're trying to introduce right now, and they're really obnoxious. I don't know if it's actually the same character or not, but man, I really hope it isn't. Because at this point, as far as we've gotten, they're unnamed. But they're really annoying. Like, legit, just like angsty and a douche to everybody character. That's kind of about it so far. Anyway. Yeah, after somebody told me to go see what I thought of the trailers and whatnot that came after that, I can kind of see why folks are complaining. It's pretty bad. It's pretty hard to watch. Anyway, there we go. Let's go ahead and deal with this. Okay, didn't get the stop. That guy's going to go crystallize, so let's do absolutely nothing. Honestly, even if he gets his health back, it's just, yeah. It's a good thing swords take MP now. Yep. Oh, we got the archer without a bow. I forgot about this guy. He's one of the best characters. Well, yeah, of course, and they're a balance mod. And this one, all of this is OP as crap. You know, buddy, you would have had a chance if you actually attacked. And can miss. Oh yeah, I forgot they can't miss in this. Wait, can't they still miss if they're shields or something? Or were they always guaranteed even through that? I mean, I'd see how this would definitely be difficult to dodge, but... You said the challenge starts in Dorder, right? I mean, most challenges do. I mean, we're doing okay. Even against Blade Grasp, no kidding. Well, it should be fair. How are you going to grasp that? I mean, also you probably don't exactly want to try to explain, like, oh yeah, you grasp the thing flying towards your crotch. Out of the ground. Alright, there's an iron sword. Why is the iron sword somehow an improvement over the longsword? Who knows? Longsword, presumably by the time that it would even be called a longsword, would be steel. Although, to be fair, at the time it still just would have been a sword. Wouldn't have been a longsword until several decades later. Whatever. Anyway. See, most challenges you don't start enforcing the rules until Order. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, so far the first battle has been by far the most challenging. Like, the rest have just been a complete and utter steamroll. FFT Rando Doof was doing, got 1.3 letters of absurdity in the final fight. 4 stronger Ultima with 4 stronger Hashlims instead of Ultima Demons. Holy nope. That's a big ol' nope. That reminds me of this Resident Evil randomizer once, where like he thought he was getting to the end. He was almost at the very end and thought he was beating it. And if you know, in the RE remake, there's that one steam room, kind of at the very end, where a bunch of those like little bug guys crawl out of the vents and everything and swarm you from all directions. 4 super tyrants in a very, very, very tight hallway. There was zero hope there. Like, it was just no. It was just a no in all possible ways. Now, out of curiosity, does the randomizer randomize the classes available or anything? By the way, I didn't get any new skills here because I'm expecting just to run up and stasis everything again. See? I knew you were going to say it. That's why I said it. But yeah, no, I didn't just ignore it. I'm pretty sure I don't have the 300 that I want to get, because I want to get the Weapon Breaker, because I feel that will completely break this. But yeah, after this, I should have that one, because I only got like 5 or 6 attacks off last time, which should put him at like 220-ish, something like that, which means by the end of this one, we should be all good. I always love that little horn sound there. It's on point. It's good. What's up? Play nice. Nice. So you got a screenshot of the particular seed Doof was doing if you want to see it for yourself. Yeah, that'd be interesting to see. I've been having some pretty crazy stuff happening with the FFA randomizer as well, like the self randomizer. I've had that thing sitting on my Vita for a little while. Pop in a game every now and then. It's just, it makes so little sense. It's amazing. Like pretty much every single time now has just been some variant of, oh, so you think you can you think you're gonna win this, huh? Well, you've gone ahead and started with like a friggin' upgrade. What was it? Like an upgraded let's go ahead and stasis this guy. Like updated cleric as your main power unit. Main character is like a trainee with no skills on them. Next characters are like a bone walker with 0 agility, so they can't hit a single thing. It's pretty great. Help him with Monster Hunter World. Oh, awesome! Good to see a team up going there. Yeah, Mr. Cow's definitely one of the folks to ask about that. Dude's all dang good at monster huntering. And the armored cores. And yeah, so Mr. Cow, I saw what you were saying about TBM on that AC1 run earlier. Been meaning to do some AC stuff myself as well. Like especially, I've been hoping to find some time to do the blenderizer again. Cause I miss that. I miss doing AC stuff in general, but there just hasn't been time. But honestly, I was gonna do that last Wednesday, but then wound up not doing so because my save is currently on my dead laptop, so I gotta get that sucker. I kind of forgot about that. Kind of forgot that the laptop died. 4 enemies grouped. Yeah, exactly. Stasis is just completely wrecking booties over here. Not to mention that Algus dodge earlier. Basically got this one on lock for a win. Oh, that's adorable. That is something special right there. Like, oh man, look, I'm gonna have a chance. I'm gonna try real good. Just mashing the button to get through their animations here. Alright, good. They're grouped up again. Oh my god, you absolute lucky douchebag. Yeah, I'm just gonna go for, if he's gonna finish off that knight. No, perfect! Oh, man. Delete is such a dude here. Because now I can go ahead and do this, get a little bit of recovery going. Get a finisher, get some health. Put a shield on Ramza? Dang straight I did. Should I not have? I just basically went for maximum auto-equip over when we were back at the castle. Yeah, the dodge train rolls both ways, Algus. Yeah, right now I'm basically playing this like I'd play Sods the Pit. Which, by the way, that run yesterday, that technically, the run that folks have told me is impossible for years, I think it's possible. Like, I've legit been told by folks that, like, played the game religiously for friggin' years at a time, that run shouldn't be possible. I think it can be done, so there will be more of that. Just so you know. Alright, come on, Delita, finish off that monk. Baller. See, like, in this case, it makes sense that Delita actually is subservient here. Can make sense that he's looking up to Ramza a little bit. Instead of just, hey, look, he's the one that looks way more flamboyant. Boy. What's different about this mod? Just cutscene skip. I just wanted to skip the Night Sword animation there. We're going into full-bore speedrun strats now. Oh yeah, no Zodiac compatibility, right. So nobody can cheese and or get screwed by that. The stars have misaligned. Lower JP requirements. Alright, go for the shell bust, and then this should be checkmate right here. That's fine. I was hoping it would lower his HP a little bit more, but oh well. Should have gone for that shell bust earlier. He thinks he's got a chance. I think I'm probably going to go Stasis for the sake of speed here. The nice thing about Stasis is just how fast it flies out there, too. The only downside about Night Sword is just it takes forever. I don't know about Hellcry. I think Hellcry is the, like, claw from the sky, right? Or is that the, I think, no, that's the helmet busting one. See, being a Holy Swordsman alone would make solo not an issue. Yeah. I mean, it's been pretty smooth sailing so far. It's just that first fight that's an issue. Well, that's what you get for doing the dumbest, most telegraphed charge in the universe, dude. Train Knight flies at somebody completely exposed and tries to go for a friggin', like, sideways swing. Yeah, that'll do it. That's how fighting works. You know, first rule of sword fighting, never let your feet leave the ground. Anyway. See, no lightning stab earned, not real Thunder God. Right now he's the Ice God and the Naked God. He's the Naked Murder God, that's who he is. I mean, he sucks health and he takes away clothes. So make it that way you will, exactly. Let's go ahead and save it. I mean, we're definitely doing okay for getting sub 2, I think. Looking pretty likely. Oh, and this is actually without the sword upgrade. I forgot to put the iron sword on him. That probably would have done a good thing. Need Balbane's mod. See what a Heavenly Knight can do. Come to think of it, why didn't we call this the Balbane's Challenge? I say we. It's Cerabow. It's entirely his decision. I have no part in it. I'm just here to test it. Sorry about that. I've actually been wanting to do, like, Vagrant Story and Fandango Bowgun only. Or just Fandango only. It's possible. Does Balbane's have a skill set? I mean, it should be the same as this one. I mean, it says he got the highest rank of Holy Knight, so presumably Holy Swordsman. I mean, I'm pretty sure he's just a Holy Swordsman. Because didn't they say that Orlando was his contemporary? I mean, every single one of these games has the Battle Dad, and they're almost always, you know, defined the same as somebody else. No, you know who you need to base it off of? Sword Saint Ishin. There you go. Just go watch the last boss of Sekiro. It's like, at this point, I think it's fair game on spoilers on that one, because it's kind of out of nowhere anyway, but... Yeah, no, new sword. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. There we go. Mostly because these guys' health should be about 70. He can do 42 with stasis. So until he's unable to two-shot, we should be fine. Because I'm pretty sure that won't throw him into one-shot territory. That's kind of my mindset here. You know, gotta go fast and all that kind of business. So I'm thinking Rush Maluda, probably. Unless they group up. Probably try to disable everybody else. Yeah, if I go for a Hell Cry on Maluda, that should take away most of their attack power. Sanders, you're supposed to be talking about politics. What are you doing over here, being all thievely? Young Bernie Sanders was apparently running the Thieves' Fort. Apparently young Sethesby as well. I know she doesn't have sword skills, but I also kind of just want to see the animation. Okay, just 30. Yeah, let's go for the Shell Bust. Bequeath Nakedness. There we go. Should soften her up a good bit. That sounds very wrong, but you know, I'm not trying to make it that way. No wonder he's so old. Yeah, he's been around since the Middle Ages. Since the post-apocalyptic Middle Ages, no less. Apparently Algus didn't get his legendary luck there. See, and here's Kimball. He survived all the way to New Vegas, so he's survived 2 apocalypses up to this point. See that feeling when you get recessive genes? It happens. It happens. Then you end up looking like DeVito instead of Schwarzenegger, apparently. To anybody that remembers that movie. Hell, I don't even remember the name of that movie now that I think about it. Turn, please. Alright, let's go over here because I think she's doing an AoE cast. Nice. Even got the crit. Alright, let's see if the bolt will hit both of them. That should be a finisher. Come on. Alright, whatever. One more turn. Or not. Oh, it might be here longer than I thought. Yeah, I should have upgraded that sword there. Fine, I admit it, jeez. And might actually have to restart anyway. Twins, there we go. Yep, it's restart time. Reset. It's fine, because I can upgrade his equipment now. Not too much of a challenge, though. Hilarious things happen if you try to load saves from mods in the regular game. Just nothing makes any sense. Stuff's all kinds of in the wrong places. There we go. Much better. Much better. I don't remember if I remember to pick up the new skill, but it's fine. He's got Shell Bust. It's realistically all we need. We need one good Shell Bust, one good Stasis, and that should end the fight. More power. Exactly. And more evasion and way more health. I think it's at like 40 or so more health. Hello! How's it going, Dagar? How's the doggo's rear end? Better. We're up to mostly formed soft serve at this point. It only took 2 doses of Imodium to make that happen. Yeah, it's been unfortunate with that dog. Okay, I should also probably point out it's been a weird running in joke over just dogs that come from where he came from having diarrhea. Which there's a lot of reasons for it. One of which is the fact that most of the time when they're coming out of their puppy areas or whatever else, their stomach gets all jumbled up because of adjustment. But it became a running joke because when my wife and I first started training puppies, we had this really awesome lab, right? She was a half lab mix, and so I wasn't much of a dog person at that point. So just kept kept saying the whole thing like, oh, I hope it's okay, I hope it's okay. Yeah, running joke, along with other running things. Anyway, so yeah, so she was trying to get me sold on the idea of dogs and everything. Because again, I like, despite the fact that I grew up with a dog, it's just my experiences were relatively mixed. I never really had that like long-term dog type situation up until that point. And this was back when my parents were, well, my mother was still in the picture and kept trying to separate the two of us over and over. And so there was this weird moment where we get this dog, everything's looking all good, and then they suddenly just have this issue where, like, night after night after night, they're just like, they just need to be run outside immediately. Like, they will go on the carpet, just like no questions whatsoever. They just have to go out immediately. And so it just became this whole thing where she's all panicking and wants to sleep, and I'm trying to figure out what the hell's going on. Like, is this just a normal thing with dogs or something? Which, granted, that was a stupid thought. I don't know why that came to mind. But that dog ultimately was the best dog we've ever had. But she's proudly doing her job still. And then she graduated, ended up becoming a full-blown seeing eye dog and everything. Actually, this one over here did as well, but kind of retired out of it pretty early. And that's the thing; they can get retired out of their job for a ton of reasons. Like, sometimes they just don't really jive with whoever they're paired up with. Sometimes they just they have an accident or something when they shouldn't. Some reasons are dumber than others. It's a whole mess of different stuff that can happen. But yeah, like I don't even really know why he was retired. But what I do know is that he's usually a really good boyish doggo. But oh well. Okay, back to the game then. So first off, shell bust. Still doing 36. This doesn't seem to have actually improved his damage any. By the way, Dagar, there will be XDiv later. I just wanted to show off this challenge. When am I starting XDiv? It's going to be after lunch, probably. This actually, I was expecting to kind of be done around this time with this one. I was expecting it to be slightly faster, but I'd say we're about 2/3 of the way there, give or take. This dick is trying to steal my hat. See, it didn't improve his damage. That would have been 30. Okay, gotcha. But yeah, it depends. If everything gets all loud on this end, then it's going to be post-lunch. Aww. Well, hopefully not. Alright, that does 36. Does 48. At this point, I'm thinking... Alright, break her weapon. Takes away most of their damage. I'm thinking break everybody's weapons. Yeah. Otherwise, if this is smooth sailing all the way to the end, because it's basically this, then like 4 other fights, and then we can start XDiv now. But we'll see. But yeah, so if I break everybody's weapons and then go for Night Sword, that might be a way to go as well. There's Meluta's out of the picture. How about you stop? Those skills guaranteed break? They absolutely are. Hellcry. Yeah, they're pretty busted. And yeah, as long as I stand still, that shouldn't be much of an issue. Oh wow, she does a lot. Even with just her fist. So I think he'll cannibalize that priest. That was just plain inconsiderate of him. Alright. Alright, can I have a turn now? No, Shell Bus didn't have that severe stuff on it. Alright. Let's go for this guy. Probably retreat a little bit. Actually, no. Don't retreat, because there's a chance he might be able to take that crystal off that one that'll die up there. Yeah, especially if they just do that. Yeah, casters are basically out of juice, so I can ignore them for the most part. Weasel. Okay, don't do it, don't do it, don't you do it! Well, he's gonna get out of the way of his heal anyway. So I think we're gonna go ahead and take advantage of that. Alright, so we'll go there. We'll move him to here, so he takes that heal. May need to play this a little bit more aggressive. May not. Guess it all depends on what we can do with Maluda here. Right, so he's within stasis range. Why does this guy's Steel Ray keep going up every time he tries? That's fine. She healed me because she was trying to heal the thief that decided to go for the crystal instead. Okay, perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, that'll end him. Yeah, and I realize I should have probably gone for Night Sword there. That was dumb. Alright, Night Sword. A little bit of healing in. And just wait. And I think 6 is one... Is it 6 or 8 that gives you the +1 speed? There's one of those that I remember every few levels you get an extra speed. Alright, so he's within kill range with a Night Sword. Except he's just put himself out of the fight. Depends on the class and growth. Well, I mean, for HS here. Because I remember a lot of them being like either 6 or 8 or something like that they got their first extra speed point. Nice. Nice. So let's see it's just great to see the RNG going both ways this time. Alright. Can Stasis finish this? Yes. Check friggin' mate. And now it's time for Northern Expansion. And now we get to the part where Algus is a dick, part 2/3/ just infinite. Alright, so we go back, show Algus the door, at which point we have flutes, and the reed blowing. Always the lovely reed blowing. Oh my god, Algus! Can we just chuck you in the river? I mean, it's right there. Jeez, Evan, you, enjoying that a bit too much. Also, you know what this place is lacking? Definitely lacking a lot of bridges. Needs more bridges. And then the attack happens, and they kidnap the wrong person. Swing! Holy crap, that's glitchy. Why is the sword all glitched out? Apparently he hit him with weird fragmentation lasers. He's wounded here, so nobody expects him to be a bad guy later. Shouldn't have been glitchy. Well, I don't know. Maybe he was trying to also do crazy laser powers. Alright, from here I want to get Lightning Stab. I don't know what the odds are of that right now. Alright, more hanging out by bedsides. Then it's pretty much just Maluda, Windmill, and the end, right? Unless I'm forgetting something? Cutscene makes no sense in gaming terms. How did their low-level thieves hurt Dicebarg's elder brother? That's a question. It's a question and a half. Getting GP up is ridiculous to get early on. Probably should have. I mean, I figure right now I have almost everything I need. Yeah, Maluda 2, Windmill, Zeekden. Yeah. Should be all easy peasy. Because we're going to go back for the Mithril. Ramza step. No, you know what the actual douchiest line is? It's where Ramza actually tries to tell him to let it go. He's like, I know they stole your sister, also go side with this Nazi. All new gear after Maluda 2? Yep. The Mithril. Yeah, he might have been drunk. Not to mention he was apparently fighting in his bathrobe. So he just fought everybody off with like a toilet cleaner. Just there waving around a toilet cleaning brush, doing like 90 damage. Get bent, Nazi. Look, there's another convenient river you can chuck him into. Dicebarg was bested because he was drunk, also still sick from all that moss fungus on his hands. Yup. You know, all that convenient accidental genocide. Let's take a quick look at skills. We don't need to destroy helmet. Crush Punch. But so close to Holy Explosion, or Lightning Stab. Now let's just go do Maluda 2. Goes to Zalbag and asks for a job. Why would he hire him? He's clearly really bad at his job. It's like, so, let's see. Everybody around you died, and then you got kicked out for being a massive prick. Yeah, let's hire you. See, of course I say that, and I know a guy that, like, I kid you not, is a massive douche to everybody around him. An alcoholic, partially blind, apparently also a pedophile, and people still go out of their way to hire him. He's not even good at his job. But, like, he yells union crap at enough people that they'll just hire him out of fear. It's weird. Let's see. That's their house he went back there? Yeah. Ramses brothers are idiots. Like, we'll say Zalbag for, you know, ultimately being a good guy. Man, he could have just fixed so many issues by, I don't know, paying any attention to the stuff going on around him. As they play their NES cartridges. See what's best in hashtag petricide. Well, I mean, how else are you going to get your inheritance, I suppose? Alright. See, Zalbag ordered Algus to shoot Teta. Yeah, okay, then I guess in the context of things, okay, I will say, it's kind of just a stupid decision, though. Because functionally speaking, all he did was spook the guy. Because there's no way they would have reloaded. Like, if they had 2 crossbows ready, maybe. But even then, they'd need, like, 4 to be sure, because them things were really inaccurate. Hard to be a good guy and relook the other way. I mean, he tried to be, just way too late. Alright, first order of business, run up, slap some serious chaos into their back row there, hopefully one-shot some wizards, then shell bust on Maluda, then carry on from there. That's kind of the plan at the moment. Seen a watermelon dodge crossbow bolts? Yeah, fair enough. Even though they were easier to use, that's why they always tended to fire them in large quantities. Same thing with arrows. Like, sure, they could have been going for specific things, but they were usually going for an area. Let's get ready your weapon. I probably should have pulled back. I think I just put him into a bad place here. Three people who take bonus damage goes after the one not charging. Well, because I'm trying to mitigate their damage. And I couldn't really get a good AoE off there. That's why I was hoping to pick up Lightning Stab earlier. I'm almost tempted to say it makes sense to go into a random fight here. Shield. Alright, so he'll probably shuffle off to the corner. That's not good. Or just die, you know, whatever. Yeah, we're gonna need some better stuff, I think. That's fine. That's fine. So for one thing, we need to give all of the leftovers to, what's his face? To Delita, because right now he's still running, that slow is really bad. Yeah. So for one thing, I need to actually give some stuff to Delita. For another thing, maybe I will pick up that split punch or crush punch. Let's see. Yes. Might have to step away for a moment in a sec here, so I can go make sure everybody's doing all right. Oh, that might help too. Apparently his shield got broken. Alright, doesn't have any break skills. Good thing losing doesn't boost your time. Exactly. Alright, there we go. That should do it. Just wondering why he was having such crappy evasion. And that might explain some things. Alright, yada yada yada. Go ahead and discuss the plot. Thinking this time we're gonna go ahead and take the right. Or, Now, first turn, I should definitely just let Delita take the middle. He'll go ahead and take all the punishment for everybody. If we go down the right, get the shell bust off early. Get in range, deal with the casters, and then kind of whittle down Maluda. That's the way to go here. Doesn't look like they have any recovery. And their casters should hopefully burn themselves out on Delita. And that should be that. I love when they come in with like names like Rampart and Wall and stuff like that, like somebody was just going through with all kinds of different castle terms. It's like, let's just pick a bunch of vaguely medieval stuff and make that their name. Kind of makes me think of Worms teams in a way. Alright, yeah, we're gonna go over here. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna disarm the knights. They're just going to go for breaks at that point. Which might still hit, and they might still be devastating, but they seem to like starting with helmet. So we'll just go for that. Black mages need to go. Voltaire's a wizard. Maybe. Maybe. Would have preferred if he came in as a knight, but whatever. Alright, they got them nicely set up for stasis up there. Or we could go straight for Maluda. Alright, we need to see what our damage numbers are at this point. Because the slow approach here would be take out all the casters. Okay. I mean, one way or another we're moving to this tile. Didn't do much good. That'd do 72. Take the guaranteed kill. That denies a back attack and gets rid of that. Let's go set up here. Does it want Maluda to try to back off? They're going to go for finishing him off. That's fine. Burning themselves through all their MP. Going to go for the don't move. That sucks, but it's better than a slow. Of course. Dodge. What part of dodge do you not understand? Dodge! I always love when they go for a shield break and they're like, no, I'm gonna use the shield to block the shield break. Because presumably they're going for the straps or something. He's just out of range here. Alright. Can I shell bust Maluda? No, but I can do that one. That'll probably put her down to 80. And Night Sword's the way to go here. You can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. But what about a fireball? Maybe if he stares at him intensely enough, he'll dodge that fireball. Nice. Boo. Alright, come on. If he had dodged that 35 earlier, he'd be in business. Because, yeah, that knight can't do anything right now. If you can dodge a bullet, you can dodge the ball. Exactly. It's the truth, though. It's the truth. Oh, come on. They don't need a crit right now. Get that crap out of here. Come on, get close. You know you want to. Oh, you beautiful bastard. Okay, come on. Oh, you have no idea how bad you just screwed up. Okay, thanks for the free heal, then. Alright, we'll go over here. That will render most of their attack completely pointless here. Just take that insta-kill heal. I think he might have just thrown the fight for them. Yeah, they've got no healing potential left. I can probably Shell Buster later. Alright, that's fine. She'll just go for a club. Just back off, do stasis some more. Or not stasis, but Night Sword. And in fact, they're probably going to go for that heal, so I might as well just do, might as well just stay in place. You know, can dodge bolts. I mean, he'd be amazing at dodgeball. Boo. Why won't you dodge? Piccolo would be the best at dodgeball. Anyway, yeah, we could play risky, but I'm just going to go ahead and take the kill here. Because there was a chance for a good double stasis over there. But if I go ahead and hop up here, then they should hopefully both start coming up. And the nice thing about being well ahead of them in terms of movement is we can take some pretty good advantage. Take some pretty good advantage of. Sorry, hang on a sec. What I'm trying to say is of handy dandy things like them not being able to get to crystals. There we go. I'm pretty sure somebody can also optimize their time a little bit by turning off experience notifications, if that's actually a thing in this game. is a thing. Alright. Oh, Maluda with your double turns. What is that crap? Can you dodge? God, dude. What part of dodge do you not understand? Okay, might be screwed. Go for this one. I mean, if he'll dodge anything, great. Gotta survive a turn here. Okay, chest. Okay, first time around, I was really surprised how much time that shaved off of a TO speedrun. Alright. Question is, will this proc the counter? Even if it does, he should be fine. Alright, there we go. Yeah, I don't think that procs counter. And there we go. I don't even have mage classes unlocked, so we'll go to this. So now it's just a battle of attrition. Alright, she's gonna heal up. Because of course she will. That one right there will be the next to go. I think we've basically got this unlocked. There's really not much sense for me to go anywhere else. Might as well just stay in place while they all dance around. Oh, come on! No! Bad crit. Sure glad he's got a dodge rate. Nice. He remembered how blocking works. And thankfully this thing overheals. Nice. Very nice. He embraced true evil on that one. Got a crit for the 66. Alright, probably go for a hell cry on her. Or, you know what? Actually, no. We might as well just Night Sword to victory here. It's a little bit slower, but it's safer. Just in case they start critting again. And I'm pretty sure her worldview is pretty shaken right now. Like, no, we're all the same, she says as one guy carves down her entire team. Actually, you know, that's one thing that always bugged me about almost every SRPG out there. It's like they always have a message like, oh man, look at all these royalty just like stomping on all the common people. All of the royal characters are inexplicably way better at everything than all the common characters. Every single frickin' time. And then it's almost subverted in Tactics Ogre, and then at the very end they're like, no! He was royalty the whole time. Like, really? Really? That's what we're doing? Like, he's not even official royalty, he's just like somewhat adopted royalty. And that still gives him friggin' crazy stat powers. I shouldn't have gone for the Night Sword here. I should have just gone for the Hell Stab or something. Doesn't matter. That's a win. And all the way up to level 8. Perfect. She did. What went wrong? I wonder. It was largely the stabbing. That was a big part of it. Alright, so the big roadblock is the next fight. And then it's just running over. It's like running over Algus. Yeah, they did have the best gear and training, although, funnily enough, as far as quote-unquote best foods, it depends. Was recently reading about different foods and everything else, and functionally the equivalent of like the McDonald's diet was more or less royalty food, whereas the stuff that's like all the high bar expensive stuff now is basically what would have been considered peasant food back then. So it's kind of weirdly reversed in that respect. So they had all the super unhealthy crap, basically. It's like they had white bread specifically made because it took more effort, but it basically took all the good stuff out. Stuff like salmon and potatoes and bacon and everything else was for the peasants, whereas they had like a full rotisserie chicken or all the like heavy fat stuff. And they didn't have to eat old and rotten stuff. Old, yes, not necessarily rotten, because obviously you couldn't afford to get sick. Usually stuff was smoked and pretty heavily cooked, and salmon was pretty regularly available. So smoked food, salmon, fruits and all that kind of thing. Talks about food not buying new skills. It's okay. It's on purpose. Right now, I want to go through this fight without buying any new skills. See if I actually need any, because there's a lot of verticality to this next fight. I don't think Lightning Stab's going to help very much. And the decision's basically coming down to whether I want Lightning Stab or Holy Explosion. I'm probably thinking Stab, because I know it's generally going to be doing better damage. Because I know my strategy for this is basically go for a Hell Cry, and then it's basically Hell Cry, and then just try to Night Sword it through to the end, because you should be able to reach him from the first try. And his skills are worthless without a sword. It's a guaranteed break. Pretty sure he doesn't have maintenance. Next fight is Chick Wizards. God, I love this scene! Best frickin' intro to Windmill ever. Gonna heal up everybody? Maybe. Not if I, deal with his business first. So yeah, he's gonna go ahead and get himself stasis. It's fine. But yeah, I want a Hell Cry on him. Boko will take 2 attacks to finish off. I love how he starts out at 7 with exactly 99 experience. That's bizarre, but whatever. That was guarded. The Don Quixote fight. Suppose so. Buy the weapon. See, the thing is, you don't necessarily need to even beat him. You just need to get him somewhat low on health and he'll run away. So yeah, he's going to go ahead and injure this chicken. That should put him at pretty low health. He might go and heal himself, so that'll put him away from healing anybody else. You are a terrible person, Knight. Yeah, this lady must have an ego the size of Canada. Her name's Beauty. Yeah, so he's going to heal up everybody, right? Because he just basically bailed on everybody and healed himself, as far as I can tell. Not to mention he only does 27. Alright, good. Man, delete is on point this time. Alright, enough chatter out of you. Get to stabbing. Be hilarious if she was called Good Personality instead. Cerabow. What are the odds of making that happen? Alright, there we go. Stasis should finish him. Yeah, especially since Boko might go for the closer heal rather than his master over there. Can name anyone anything. Should totally see if good personality will fit. This is going the way I'm thinking it's going. Checkmate! So, where's that roadblock you were talking about there, sir? So far, the roadblock has been that first fight. Definitely. This has been fun, though. This is really fun. This is good stuff. 116 characters long. GD personality. Or just good person. Good personal. Their name is Good Personal. There we go. Also, I love how the only time somebody's pointed out that they found my character in your mod, I came in as a Lancer. I was so happy about that. It's like, yeah, the game knew. Gave me my spear. Also, I was actually was a little bit surprised. Yesterday I was posting a thing on the 2007 RuneScape Reddit there, with kind of like a little bit of a trick for folks that wanted to use a different app to basically get free membership on that thing. Like for those looking for, well, for those also in kind of a broke situation. But yeah, the hilarious part is, I put a little note on the very end, like I was probably the only, signed the only person who intentionally used spears in this game. Because for those who don't know, spears in RuneScape are just unbelievably bad. Let's see, ooh. Ice Wolf. Destroys accessory. Adds confusion. I think confusion might be the way to go here. Actually, move 1, what does that leave us for? Blaster, gets rid of helmet. Dark Sword gets rid of MP. Actually, Dark Sword might be very useful, so I'm going to go Dark Sword here. Take that +1 move. Let's go assassinate us a Nazi. But yeah, I'm surprised, because that community is, like, or I guess technically the Reddit isn't known for this, but the RS community in general is known for getting really in your face if you use the wrong items. And specifically, I remember back in the day, I used to literally get harassed in the game. Like, when crossbows sucked, I would literally get followed around by trains of people like, oh, why aren't you using a short bow? The crossbows aren't very good. Like, I know it's not very good, but it's got all these neat ammo options. I like it. Like, no, it's not good. You're not being efficient. Like, dude, just, it's fine. I know it's not efficient. I just like that it makes shiny things happen when I shoot it. Like, no, you're not allowed. It's not efficient. The ammo is expensive and your XP rates are going down. Like, just shut up and let me play. Like, no! At one point, I kid you not, 6 frickin' people in a line behind my character just saying that I was an idiot for using a thing that I wanted to use. But would get that regularly. Of, like, literally just people running up like, here's any other weapon. Stop using that spear. Like, no, I'll take the freebie, but no thanks. I'm good. You're not using Algus, it's not efficient. Yeah. I mean, people were douches back in the day. It's hopefully most of that got left in RS3 now. Because everything I've seen in OSRS has been nothing but friendly, but yeah. Like, people were legit, like, pissed if you used inefficient equipment. And yeah, the deal with spears was there's like 5 different damage types that can happen. But the thing was, the spear used an equal amount of 3 main damage types, and you could switch between them, but it was god-awful. Like, we're talking, in terms of an RPG, about 2 tiers lower than anything else in any respective category, so it, like, you were never efficient using it. Oh, hello, Algus. Sure would be a shame if you, oh, I don't know, were naked in the snow. Nazi. You just have fun, it's not very efficient. I mean, like, okay, to give you an idea, people got mad if you wore chainmail, funnily enough, just speaking of what just got destroyed here. People got mad if you wore chainmail because plate mail is pretty much better in almost every capacity in that one. Basically, the point of chainmail is that it's like instead of just the full plate vest you would normally get, you just get a little vest, so it's partially visual because you still get your sleeves. So if you were going for a particular look, it would work better. It was lighter weight and it was slightly better against crushing, but then weaker against pierce. So generally speaking, like if you wore something like for like let's say scaled leather leggings or plus a chainmail vest, you would be sort of okay as a ranged hybrid build, because you'd be getting like a ranged bonus off your legs and presumably van braces and helmet. And then they actually added marksman shields now, so those give you a little bonus too. But they the point being, oof. Okay, well, let's restart that real quick. Reset. Perhaps got a little overzealous. That's fine. I know exactly what I need to do here. Because I'm going to do the same move, except I need 3 tiles in front of Algus, and then that'll finish this fight quickly. Sounds like the kiddos are starting to get up to some stuff back there. So we'll be getting to that. How can Algus win? That's only one way it could have happened. Alright, let's pick up that +1 move. Oh, no wonder I was having problems. Because I didn't have a shield anymore. Overzealous? Yeah, I never get overcommitted to fights. What are you talking about? Certainly never spent more than 6 months charging rookies into bases in a fight that was, at best, going to be a permanent stalemate. But yeah, Evan, I'm pretty sure you won the last monthly contest. Just so you know. Unless, like right now, the main one I'm waiting on is to find out if Wigraf potentially submitted any times. Because I know he said he was doing it like 20-something times now, and I still don't know if he did. So you think with this one, Algus's actual orders were to shoot the night guy, and his aim is just terrible? Also, how the hell did he reload that crossbow that fast? Frickin' hacks. Yeah, Wigraf survived his last ordeal very quickly. It's a repeater, fair enough. SRPG Discord myself. Yeah, he just has a revolving barrel on the crossbow. However the hell that would work. Now it's just several small crossbows that just spin around. Just a minigun made of crossbows. Going home now, don't start X-Div without me, or do. Okay, well, if the kiddos do start acting up, which it's sounding like it's possible, because I'm hearing the occasional iffiness back there, then we're going to be starting it after lunch, so hopefully, hopefully you're around and all that. So, if that's the case, sorry. There we go. Either way, this is the last fight. It only takes 3 hits on Algus. There's one of them. If he decides to charge forward, looks like he is. If Delita takes a shot at him, nice. If Delita takes a shot at him, we should be done with this within a minute. Yeah, I will say one thing that always made me wonder, as far as RuneScape is concerned. It's weird that they never made spears a free-to-play weapon. They made a bunch of other stuff free-to-play. But yeah, like, spears would have been the perfect free-to-play weapon because it's the one time in the game when it actually would make a difference and when people would be able to see their utility. But then the only time anyone actually encounters them is, like, around mid-game. So usually they'd be useful, like, let's say up to level 40. Like, at this point, the character that I was setting up for that Iron Man run is well above that. And the thing is, there's only one shot for them in the entire game, and they're in an area that would absolutely kill any new player. Like, without a question. Because almost anything can just bite them once, and they will die of poison. And that's not a maybe. They will die of poison. A lot of people have horror stories about that place, and there we go. There's the fight. It's done. And now we just cutscene. Alright, there we go. Challenge is done. The challenge is complete. Is there a way to change the text for that one to say the challenge is complete? Or is that an overlay? Probably would be way too much effort. And now everybody goes boomsplode. Don't until you save. Okay, fair enough. I'm pretty sure I made sub 2, though. Because pretty much all the time in the fight took place in that first one. No, don't go! What's weird is Ramza seems like he takes a much harder hit there. Because that one seems to mostly be flaring upwards, right? So it's just like, it's just like flaring that way. It's like, let's say the lead is over here, and it's just like blowing by him. Whereas Ramza takes a direct hit to the frickin' face, and he just gets right back up. There we go, 137.50, there's my time. Alright, so I gotta go hand out some Cheerios and all other kinds of suchery, and then we'll be back either really soonish or in a couple hours to do some XDiv. Alright, thank you guys for stopping by, thank you Mr. Cerabow for this challenge, and yeah, we definitely say take potions away from that starter chemist, because that's really the only hiccup. This is a really fun challenge. Anyway, see you guys, take care.